All right, we're ready.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Distinguished Journeys Luxury Cruise and Travel Showcase. Today, I am joined by Jill Ford from Celebrity Cruises. And Jill is here, which is actually a real miracle because her and her team are super busy right now getting ready to welcome the latest ship in the Celebrity fleet. So, Jill, I really, really appreciate you being here. And welcome
Hi,
to this.
everybody.
Hi. So glad that you could
Yeah,
spare the time to be here today. I know it's going to be a very busy week or a couple of weeks for you guys, I guess, right?
yeah. Well, this next week is the inaugural of the Excel coming out, so we're very excited about that. It's happening down in Fort Lauderdale. So yes, but I do appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk to you and your client base about the new things that are happening with Celebrity and some of the high-end things that we have to offer our guests on board our ships. We've got a lot of new things coming on board in the next year or two. So I'm thrilled to get the opportunity to talk to you about that. So I have a PowerPoint deck I'd like to show and share with all of you. And
Absolutely. I think images, or what they say, pictures speak 1,000 words. So please share all of the amazing things that are happening with Celebrity right now.
all right. Well, I'd be happy to do that. And as I stated to you before, Emma, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to jump in and throw it out there. If there's something you think your guests are interested in knowing or having a little bit more expansion and information on, I'd be happy to talk about it. So, as you stated, my name is Jill Forty. I'm the field sales manager for South Texas for Celebrity Cruises. Excited to be here. This is a picture of the Magic Carpet restaurant on board our ships, the Edge class. So that's just one of the special features. So I kind of brought that forward on this slide to make everyone aware of something that's exclusive to us. So we are positioned in the industry as being elevated. That is the tagline that we use. And so it's all talking about exceeding expectations of what our premium vacations offer, and obviously being able to offer our guests the highest quality of vacation they can purchase. So that is what Celebrity is all about and how we're positioned. So we have been awarded by Forbes Travel Guide, a very exclusive honor back in 2023, the award-winning Resort at Sea. We are the only cruise line who's ever been featured with this particular award. We offer 300 destinations with 16 ships in our fleet coming forward. We've got two new ships coming forward that'll include that. And then we cover 7 continents. So we pretty much cover the world. And we're going to go over some of that. I'm going to give you a quick overview of some of the destinations we represent in the industry. And we're going to talk about the ships in particular and what we offer on board. And so our fleet consists of 16 ships total. I don't have the newest one on here, but the Edge series will be introducing a 6th ship in 2028, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But we have the Edge series, which consists of 5 ships, with the newest Excel coming out on the 18th. So we'll be heading down to Fort Lauderdale with all those festivities here this week. And then we have the Millennium class, which consists of 4 ships, a little bit smaller ships in that series. And the Solstice series, which consists again of 5 ships as well. And several of those ships have been what we call remodeled, refurbished. So as the ships go into our new makings of these ships, where we bring out new venues on the ship, and we update all the cabins, and actually the new Solstice is actually having a new hull put on board her right now as we speak. So those are some of the new things that are happening with some of the older ships that we're refurbishing them. So, and then the last ship on here is the Galapagos fleet, we call it. It's the Flora. We have 1 ship featured in this destination, and it's what we call our expedition ship. She's very, very small, very intimate, only 100 passengers. Otherwise, the largest ship in this fleet will be the Excel, and it will be representing just 3,800, 3,900 passengers, so just shy of 4,000. So we're not the mega ships where you see 5,000 passenger ships, 6,000 passenger ships. That is not Celebrity. We tend to draw our ships a little bit smaller that give you that more intimate, exclusive experience on board our ships. We have a lot of separate dining options on board that give you that intimacy. So we're going to talk a little bit specific about the celebrity series in terms of time. We don't have a lot of time to talk about all of them, but some people are very familiar with these ships in particular, so that's why I'm going to feature this one. Just want to let you know that these particular ships started, I believe, in 2019, so they haven't been around a long time, and the newest one coming out here in November. These are some of the venues that these ships represent: the theater, the club, resort deck, Grand Plaza, the Magic Carpet Restaurant that I just started with the presentation on, the Solarium. All these different venues are featured on all of these ships considered Edge class. We also have specialty dining on these ships. Some of these, for the most part, we charge for additionally. You make reservations when you get on board the ship. Just want to let you know that we were the first cruise line to introduce sushi on board the ships. I don't know how long ago that was. It's been a while, but it's very, very popular. And this is raw sushi on 5. Excellent, excellent food that we offer here. Rooftop garden grill, La Voyage, Le Grand Bistro, Le Petit Chef, Eden. Everybody's familiar with Eden on these Edge class ships. As a matter of fact, the new Excel that's coming out is going to feature, I'm going to say, Eden on steroids, and it's called the Bazaar. So those are some of the new things we'll be offering as the new ships come out. We're just enhancing what we currently have and really offering more opportunity for guests on board. So again, Cosmopolitan, Cyprus, Tuscan, these are all dining rooms on our ships. Ocean View Cafe, these are your main dining rooms on these vessels. So as you can see, we have different decorative spots, obviously feature different kind of food. Tuscan is Italian. Cosmopolitan is your everyday American food. So a lot of different opportunities for dining on our ships. And the key to Celebrity is a lot of the intimate areas on the ship don't make you feel like you're one of 3,900 passengers. It gives you that intimate feeling. You get more direct service from our servers, and it makes you feel like you're really special. And that's just one of the things we do with our Edge class in particular. So in coming to the idea of accommodations, just to talk about one special area on the ship is called the retreat. And this area is featured on all of our ships. I will tell you that on the Edge class, we've kicked it up so we actually have our own separate pool and separate lounge area. These are some pictures depicting that. These particular categories are from 397 square feet to 2,581 and feature 1 to 2 bathrooms. They sleep 2 to 6 guests on board. Just to let you know, the retreat has more included. So for example, if you're in a retreat category, you will also have complimentary premium Wi-Fi as well as complimentary, it includes your premium beverage package. So that's all inclusive in the price that you pay. You will also have full butler service. They can pack and unpack your clothes. They can make reservations for shore excursions for you. They can make dining reservations in any of the other specialty restaurants. But again, it also includes Lumine dining room exclusive to these guests. It's an area on the ship that's exclusive to them, and they can either dine there for breakfast or dinner all day long. We also make lunch available on embarkation day as well as sea days. So again, you don't have to make previous reservations to be in Lumine. You can just walk in based on availability and have a seat. And it's exclusive to just the few guests that are in the retreat area. So again, a real highlight. And here are a couple more pictures that show a different ship's view of retreat. And these are some areas of the ship. They have your own hot tub up in the pool deck area. So if you really like that intimate feeling of feeling exclusive, retreat is a great opportunity. Aqua class is another class a step below, but it is also for guests who really love that enhanced experience of having that fitness experience where you have the eco-friendly bathroom products, the yoga mats, the on-demand wellness program. These are all part of what's included in the Aqua class. They also have exclusivity to Blue dining room. So that's what the dining room they have exclusive to them. And these cabins are 243 square feet to 369. So they have one bathroom, they sleep two, and it's a studio. So that's what Aqua Class is about. And then the last one I'm showing you is the concierge class. This is an area of the ship that's a little bit a step below the Aqua Class, 243 to 369 square feet. As you can see, beautiful view, balconies, and you actually have access to a concierge when you're in this category. So they will take care of any of your needs. If you need any service, arranging dining room, um, lunch or anything else you need, they'll make those accommodations available for you. So that is concierge class. So the question is, what is there new about Excel that's kind of coming forward for us that really excites our guests? And here are some of the features on board. Celebrate like a local. This is the bazaar area. This is where we actually are bringing destination inspired festivals on board. There will be 4 different festivals. They are all based on where we're cruising to. So if you're in the Caribbean, you'll have a Caribbean festival. If you're in Italy, you're going to have an Italian festival. And I know we have one in Spain that we're bringing on board. And then you have the market. So they're bringing all the local wares that the artisans create on board the ship so you can buy them while you're on board the ship. And they're all featured in the bazaar.
This is
Spice is a
very
new,
exciting. I love this.
yeah, it's really about cultural emulsion. So
Absolutely.
the idea is to really immerse your guests in the culture of where they're cruising to. And they don't really even have to get off the ship to experience it.
Right.
So you're kind of getting a double whammy of experience it on the ship as well as off the ship when they're doing shore excursions.
Yeah.
So we have Spice, which is a complimentary cafe. You can have local bites. You can just go up in the afternoon and grab a couple bites of something local. Or we have Chef Studio, where you can try your hand at popular local dishes, recipes that are curated from the locals, something that's authentic again to the destination. And then Mosaic is a destination inspired menu where they have again, different dining options in this area. So it's really all about food, entertainment, and culturally immersed in the destination. And we're looking forward to the opportunity of introducing her sister ship in 2028. And that will be Excel number 2. She just was named. I haven't had a chance to even change the slide. It happened last week. Her name is Excite. So number 2, Excel number 2, which is now named Excite, will be coming out in 28.
Mhm.
And she will have a few extra things on board. They've already announced to us, the sales team, there will be a few changes on this ship that will separate from her sister. So we have no idea what they are. They won't tell us until we get closer in, but we're looking real excited or looking forward to bringing the new ship out as well.
Right.
So just where do we go to? What destinations are you able to experience these fantastic accommodations and venues and dining experiences into? These are just a few of the new ones that we just rolled out new itineraries for 2027 and 28. And that's Europe. We offer 35 destinations in 7 countries of Europe. We're going to Iceland. You can go from Boston to Iceland, and then we also have an itinerary that just includes Iceland. Canada, New England, flying into Boston. And then we also have Japan. We are in Japan year round. So exciting itineraries in the Japan market. And we also cruise to Bermuda out of New York. So these are just a few. Of course, we're in the Caribbean. That's a very big market for us. Tomorrow, we will roll out all of our new itineraries for 27, the fall of 27 into 28.
Fantastic. I am happy to announce that I am going to Japan in May with Celebrity.
Oh, you are. Even I didn't know that, y'all. That's
Oh, right.
awesome,
Yes,
Emma.
yes. I'm hosting a cruise in May, 12 nights
Okay.
around Japan. So if anybody wants to come and join me, just come on board.
Well, if it means anything to any of you on this presentation, Japan is our #1 destination right now for exotics. It
Fantastic.
is, I think if we could have all 15 ships in Japan, it would sell out because there is such a high demand for Japan.
Mhm.
And we are doing really, I mean, the minute we roll the space out, it fills up very quick. So the great news, Emma, is you have space because not
Yes.
everybody has it. So the
No,
good
it's
news
true.
is you've got space to sell. So, and you secured it at the initial rate, not the going rate. I'm sure, but by now the prices have gone up outside of the group fare. So, and just want to let you all know that when you travel with a group, you get additional discounts and amenities. So that's the advantage with us in our group space. And Emma's got space for you to Japan.
Oh,
So
yes, exactly. And I actually did not know that Japan was a year-round destination for you. I thought it was just seasonal. So that's very exciting that we can be able to put clients in Japan for like the winter season, which I think is a really interesting time to go.
yes, and we'll actually be opening our winter Asia itineraries for fall of 27 come December. So we're trying to get those out as soon as possible because, as I stated before, they're very popular.
Yeah.
So we, of course, going to Alaska. Alaska is another very busy product for us. We don't just sail 7-day cruises. We also do what we call cruise tours, which is the combination of the land and cruise. So you've got the 7-day cruise in combination with a 3 to 6 night land package. So it includes the train and the rail and motor coach. And so it's really a wonderful experience. I was blessed to be able to have experienced that this last September. And it was unseasonably warm while we were there. So we saw a ton of animal life. We saw bear and we saw whales and we saw elk and we saw caribou. And the only thing we didn't see was a wolf
Oh,
of the 5. That's the only thing we didn't see. And so we felt very blessed in those. We were only there for 4 days, so very excited to have seen what we did. But again, the season is from May to September for Alaska, and that will be that's open now for 27 also. And just to highlight a couple of our itineraries for Europe, we have 102 ports of call just in Europe alone. It's our biggest market with 100 destinations, 59 overnights. We have 59 9 different cities that we actually overnight in.
oh, wow.
So the key to that is that you actually to really explore the city and explore more than one shore excursion, so you really get to see that particular destination really well. So that's something new that we added, I think 2 years ago now, that really has enhanced the European product.
Mhm.
So just to highlight there. So just to talk, oops, I don't know what, oh, that was our Japan overview. It went too fast for me here. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me go back one.
That's okay. These things happen, right?
Ah, well, I don't know why it did that, but sometimes I think it gets delayed and then I hit it twice is probably what happens.
Mm.
So, anyway, so moving on to our Japan overview, we have the Celebrating Millennium in that market, and we're featuring round trip Tokyo and Seoul, Korea. So again, these itineraries are really quite spectacular. So if you've got anyone looking to do these markets, they're very, very popular. I know that even their land product is selling really, really well. So just want to highlight people are loving that part of the world.
Mhm.
So that is our ocean cruises. And then we also have one ship called the Flora. She was built in 2023, so she's very new. She only holds 100 passengers, so she's very tiny, very intimate. And this ship actually does what we call our Galapagos all-inclusive. So again, it goes back to the luxury side of the world again, where all of the pre and post experiences are included in Quito. Your round trip flight to Baltra, Galapagos, and back to Quito. That's included, so you just have to get yourself to Quito. The 7-night Galapagos cruise is included, all meals, including room service, all beverages, all gratuities, all onboard programs, internet service, your Galapagos National Park entrance fee and tourist cards, all snorkeling equipment, because this is a fantastic place to snorkel, use of binoculars and bathrobes. And just to give you a quick synopsis here of what that experience is like, is these are the dining options that we make available. All this is included. There is no extra charge for any of these dining options. And what people love about this particular cruise is because you're in the Galapagos, it's very exclusive. And the fact is, people who do this destination come back with something completely new in terms of connecting to nature. It's really a destination that people are called back to quite frequently. I have a girlfriend who's been 4 times and she said, I can't get enough of it. I love it. So this is an idea of what you would experience. This is the Zodiac that goes right back up to the back of the ship. So you don't have to crawl in and out. It's really, really simple. Um, So if people are concerned about how easy is it to get on and off or in and out of the Zodiacs, because of course you don't port in Galapagos,
Right.
there are very, very few lines they're allowed to sail in the Galapagos Islands, and we are blessed to be one of them. But we have special emissions on the ships. We have a lot of restrictions that we have to meet in order to sail this part of the world. So we take it very seriously, and we also offer something that not every cruise line offers, and that's glamping. And glamping is $299 a person per night, but what they do is they bring out futons and you sleep under the stars. And they bring out the charcuterie board and champagne and wine, and they wine and dine you under the stars. And it's a wonderful experience. It's become so popular that we're looking to double the space on the deck to accommodate this for the additional guests who want to participate. So that is exclusive to us, and it's called glamping. You
Okay.
cannot pre-reserve that. You do so when you get on board the ship.
Yeah, that sounds like a really amazing experience. So I actually just got back from the Galapagos. So I can vouch for pretty much everything you're saying. I did not sail with Celebrity, but we did see the flora while we were there. So I took a picture and I sent it to a couple of people who I know have sailed with her because she is a very lovely looking ship.
Well, she is again the whole glamping side of seeing Galapagos. It's a
That's
pretty
amazing.
natural destination. So if you want to
Yeah.
go in style and you want to be treated well, the Celebrity Flora is the way to go,
Mhm.
definitely.
That's an amazing
So
experience to offer.
yes. So we are also announcing that we're going to be sailing on the rivers in Europe starting in 2027. So we just rolled this out this last year, and we have two ships called the Celebrity Compass and the Celebrity Seeker that are first going to be featured in these areas of the world. We're just sailing the Danube and the Rhine to start, and the itineraries start August 5th of 2027, and they'll go, of course, up and through end of December. We just announced that we're going to be rolling out in 2028 four additional ships. There will be a total of 10 on the rivers, but we'll have four coming in 28 as well, which will make a total of six in 28. And so those itineraries should be rolled out first quarter of 28. So for those of you who are excited to be on our river cruises, don't hold your breath too long, but you might want to let Emma know because 27 sold out fairly quickly. We may have a spot or two available right now, but it sold out within 6 minutes when we first rolled it out.
Must be a warm
So
weather.
it's been very popular, but look at this ship. I mean, they are very modern, they're very sleek. And the other good news in regard to Celebrity being in this part of the world, and here are the itineraries we're doing, is that this is an example of what the cabins look like on board. This is the Vista Balcony Suite. This is the largest one we offer at 258 square feet. In terms of time, I didn't want to be able to take all of our time looking at all these categories. But again, luxury at its best here on board our river cruises. And the great news is you can see how beautifully well designed they are. Is
Yeah.
that good news with Celebrity is that we're going to have 24-hour dining on our river cruises.
Wow.
Most cruise lines don't offer that are featured in rivers. So this will include complimentary Wi-Fi throughout your journey, select wine, beer, cocktails, coffee, and soft drinks all day. That's also something most river cruise lines don't do, is offer beverages throughout the day. We also offer any meal throughout the day at that point.
Mhm.
You're allowed to choose one shore excursion per day, and if you want to participate in more than that, of course, you can purchase a second one if you choose to. But as I stated, we will have 8 different bars and restaurants on our river cruise. That's phenomenal. Most
It
don't
is
offer
phenomenal.
that.
I don't know where you're going to fit them all, but I'm looking forward to seeing them.
You and me both, Emma. I am too. I
Yeah.
am too, because it's kind of hard to fathom as small as these ships really are. They hold 175 passengers each, is what our river cruises will hold. So we're very excited about that. And as I stated, we're just going to be featured in Europe for right now. And so we have 2 into 27, 4 more in 28, and then we'll have 2 more coming in 29. And so that will bring us to 2 more in 30. So If they don't push it up even faster than that, they might surprise us. But that's where we're at right now with our river cruises. So for those of you who are thinking about river cruising in the future, it's not too soon to be thinking about the spring, because when we do roll these new ships out, they are selling out very quickly. So even though it's not sailing until 28, we're starting to roll the itineraries out and book them here coming into the spring of 26.
Mhm.
So be thinking about that. It gives you something to think about. We don't have actual brochures out quite yet. We're working on them as we speak. Hope to have them first quarter, but you can view all these details of itineraries and ships on our website, celebrity.com. You can certainly find it all there. So, well, that concludes what's new and exciting with Celebrity. Emma, do you have any questions that you want to bring forward or ask about?
Oh, so many, but no. I do have a lot, but I think that that was just a nice amount of information not to overwhelm us. I think perhaps we need to get together in maybe February or March and do an exclusive river cruise webinar for our folks, because I know how popular it's going to be, and would love to have everybody um, fully equipped with all of the details before they go ahead and decide that this is what they want to do. Because I think, like you said, it's going to be super popular. I think it's going to sell out really quickly. So I think if we could do another one of these early next year, I think would be really helpful to all of our guests.
Well, I'd be more than happy to do that. And I welcome the opportunity to talk to your guests and talk to them about anything or any questions they might have about Celebrity in general or river cruises or otherwise. So we've got our Black Friday sale that's just kicked off. It just started November 7th and it will run until December 8th. And
Mm-hmm.
it's basically discounts as well as onboard credits. So, and just want to remind everyone that we also have what we call a loyalty reciprocation. So if you have been on Royal Caribbean before or on Silver Sea before,
Mm-hmm.
we will, whatever level of loyalty you are at with that cruise line, we will offer the same level on board our ships. So, and then you get the amenities that that level offers. So
That's
you don't
awesome.
miss out on anything. So
No, I think that's really good, because I think if there are a lot of people out there who have sailed with Royal Caribbean, perhaps with their families, and now they want to just take, a more grown-up kind of vacation, and you've got all those loyalty points with Royal Caribbean, then we can just, move them over to the same status with Celebrity, and they can still continue to get benefits, even though it might be only their first cruise. I think that's a very lovely thing that you do.
yes, yes. And at this time, I don't think we're the only line that does it. We were the first to do it. I think a couple might have jumped on that bandwagon, but it's been very, very well received, and so our guests are thrilled to come on board. So, if you were one of those that cruised frequently on Royal Caribbean with your families, you become an empty nester, or you want to celebrate that anniversary, or you want to take your grandkids and they still want to be on a line that's a little bit more upscale and elevated, then
Right?
Celebrity is a great choice for you. So we welcome everyone on board and look
Right.
forward to having you come cruise with us soon.
Yeah, and I think also with Silver Sea, I mean, I know a lot of people enjoy cruising with Silver Sea because they are the smaller ships. They get into, l- lesser known destinations and everything. But I think sometimes people like to have the big ship experience with all of the dining options, all of the entertainment, but maybe they don't really like all of the people involved with it. So I think where you shine is where you have the retreat. So they can have the elevated luxury and the inclusions of the retreat, but still have all of the fantastic dining and entertainment options of a larger ship. So I would encourage people who've sailed with Silver Sea before to try Celebrity and do the retreat, because I think that they will find it a different experience, but also still that luxury that they're used to as well.
You're absolutely right. And that is where some of the switch is coming, is that people want to experience some of the larger venues that we have, but
Mm-hmm.
yet they want the intimacy of the cabins and the dining experience if they choose to, or the pool deck, or the lounge area. And they love having the butler. They love having their clothes packed and unpacked, or they love having the butler services at their fingertips.
Exactly.
So That is all part of what we provide, and that's a great point to bring up, that if you've got
Yeah.
that luxury side of it, but Silver Seas doesn't have as the number of ships that we do, so they don't go to as many destinations, and certainly not year round. So
Right.
this gives your guests an opportunity for options with us. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Jill, but I really appreciate you doing this. I know how busy that you are and you're going to be, so thank you for keeping us in. And I really look forward to sharing this with my guests and really hope that we can connect next year and talk about the rivers in a little bit more detail once we've got those itineraries up and running.
we certainly will. I look forward to hearing about your group for Japan.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.